This is the Andres Segovia Show.
What's going on, everyone? It's Andres, and I was going to do a different video. In fact, I was planning on streaming and responding to some questions and answers. Not questions and answers, but giving you answers to your questions. But I just had back-to-back guests, and normally, as it often goes, I stay talking with the guests after a while. It's been a long day in the production studio, and now I'm trying to get my mind switched away from the topic that I just covered and focus on this. Well, I just want to give some quick updates to you before I start talking about the topic, which is what the heck, Samsung? Because I didn't get a chance to react to this because I've been really busy because Southern California has been hit by the wildfires and all that. But thank God we have rain and snow. So for the most part, the fires in at least in Los Angeles have been contained. Now, for anybody following, I do have an episode, an audio only episode that I dropped. I will be updating that as soon as I hear back from if LA did vote on whether they're going to do a rent freeze on increases, on what LA City Council is intending to do to address the landlord-tenant relations in supposedly fire-affected areas, but rumor is the entire county, which doesn't make any sense. So we'll see where that goes. But since I've been back in production this week, and I have a bunch of stuff I want to get out. I will be dropping most likely more than one episode a week. Normally I just do one, but so far I think I've done like 2 or 3 just in the past few days, and I'll be dropping like clips here and there. So stay tuned. A lot of content coming, a lot of interviews lined up too. So a very busy production schedule. So let me get this one out of the way, and I'll make time to do a stream, hopefully live, to be able to respond to your questions. I might even do a Q&A session just for the Brax 3 device, but it depends on whether a certain someone might be on the show or not. So stay tuned. But let me react to this because, yeah, Samsung did their Unpacked event, what is it, a week ago? And I didn't get a chance to weigh in on that at all. But I did see an article on Sam Mobile that I'll be getting to. So let me just tell you my impressions overall. I didn't care about the leaks, anything like that. And everybody knows that knows me, the Samsung Note or the Ultra lineup now has been my go-to device. And I didn't see a need to rush out to replace my S24 Ultra. I love it for what it is, but the refinement in the design here, it is a little, bit more modest, plain compared to the S24, but it feels better in the hand, at least based on the looks of it. So that addresses a major gripe that I had, and it's supposed to be actually like smaller, is it? It's lighter for sure, but overall like a thinner footprint than thinner device overall. So I am curious about that, but overall I don't feel a need to replace the S24 Ultra. It's still a very capable device 1 year later. So yeah, I'm not rushing out to get this thing, but we got to talk about the S Pen, don't we? And that's kind of why I decided to do this video. I won't be able to talk about the other things because I gotta address this. Sam Mobile, what is going on here? Look, you can leave the room and you can't face the numbers. Let's stop crying about the S Pen. Link and thread. And Sam Mobile also dropped a video about the S Pen that I thought was going to go a different way than I thought it was going to conclude, because this article on their website was written by a different person than the one that did the video. So Daniel did the video over on YouTube, and he was showing how the non-Bluetooth S Pen can technically still work in some limited capacity with Samsung devices even without Bluetooth support. Because for those of you that haven't heard, the S Pen is less capable on the S24 Ultra, on the S25 Ultra, because they eliminated Bluetooth. And people are complaining about it. But Sam Mobile, let me go back to the tweet, they're basically telling you to go pound sand. It's like, wait, that's not what you expect to hear from all things Samsung website. So I was actually surprised by this, and I thought that, oh, the video is kind of like the counterpoint to this. No, it backs up what this post says. So I was a little bummed because I appreciate Daniel's analysis into these phones. And he did do the whole 5 reasons to upgrade, 1 reason to not. And at the very end, he did say, look, the S Pen is still a big deal for a lot of people. That's really one of the reasons that might hold you back from upgrading to the S25 Ultra. And yeah, that was it. But then he pops out with the other video titled "We Need to Talk About the Galaxy S25 Ultra S Pen," and at the end makes the same conclusion. Whatever, you know, you don't need the Bluetooth. See, the arguments fail. What the post and the video both argue is that, well, the Bluetooth air gestures and air, the air window air commands don't they're not all that used and utilized. So instead of spending the time to engineer that, why not uh, devote the attention elsewhere? Well, why not make it cheaper then? It's just, if that's the concern. See, the reason I have issues with that is because, remember what the Note lineup was supposed to be? Samsung would throw everything in the kitchen sink at this thing. But what happened in 2015, 2016? That Samsung kills the removable battery in favor of a sleeker design. So I think the Note 6, was it Note 6? That one still had a removable battery. No, no, no. The Note 5 no longer had a removable battery. That's right. Because the Note 5, I remember it, flat display in the front, kind of curved in the back. And at the same time, Samsung released the S7 Edge. And the S7 Edge had the curved display in the front and the flat panels in the back. But in terms of that design, they got rid of the removable battery. So not cool. They got rid of it then. I really like the Note 5, by the way. And that was that. And that's a big deal. A lot of people complained. But let's take the same arguments. Well, you still have the S Pen, you just don't have the Bluetooth. That's the same argument that Samsung used. Like, well, you don't have the removable battery anymore, but you still have the battery, and you have a sticker design. Give me the option to remove the battery. At least I'll know for sure that my phone is off when I take it off. Because nowadays you can't really turn off your phone. That's kind of why they built it in. It's not just for a built-in obsolescence because the battery dies over time, but it's also a way to make sure you never turn off your phone because, like the iPhone, it's always using Bluetooth LE when it's off to be pinging its location. So then these phones are never truly off. Well, the backlash has also caused. Apparently, this is a new article up here on Sam Mobile. Fans petitioned Samsung to bring back S Pen Bluetooth features. There was an article circulating, or someone put something out there that supposedly there was that you can get a Bluetooth S Pen to work with the S25 Ultra. That's been debunked. And Sam Mobile does show you that it's not. So let me see what the article says. I haven't read this. The S Pen has been a feature that has given Samsung's flagship Android phones a unique identity. Following the death of the Galaxy Note brand, Samsung incorporated the stylus into their S line of flagships and later added S Pen support to foldable devices as well. My goodness, so many ads here. Sam Mobile, calm down. S Pen experience has remained virtually unchanged for the better part of last decade, with Samsung adding no new features to the stylus, especially on the hardware side of things. And this year, Samsung made the controversial choice to reduce the S Pen feature by stripping it off Bluetooth connectivity. Samsung's decision to ship it without Bluetooth-enabled S Pen was data-driven. The company claims that less than 1% of customers use the S Pen's Bluetooth functionality, such as a remote camera control and air gestures. That's what they say, right? While some of us think the S Pen downgrade isn't a big deal, there are those that are among the 1% of customers that are not happy, and they have made their frustrations known by taking to social media and various online platforms. In fact, someone even took to change.org and started a petition demand Samsung Mobile to reintroduce a Bluetooth S Pen for Galaxy S26 Ultra. Why wait that long? Will this petition have any effect? Online petitions are great for bringing awareness to issues, particularly societal and political ones, but they rarely result in real world change. It doesn't help that most petitions don't go viral. The percentage of petitions that make blah, 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 blah. What other point do you make? All right, that's it. All right, let me close that out. There's too many ads on your site, man. All right, let me go back to sharing this one. Here's another thing that Samsung asked from their. Let me see. So I have to share my screen again because I closed the other one. Wow, that fan's really going. Remember this? After mocking Apple, Samsung removes the headphone jack from its new phones. That was the Galaxy Note 10 phones were unveiled on Wednesday, but Samsung reversed course and removed the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. You remember that? It's like, what's the percentage of people that use the headphone jack, right, Samsung? You removed that. So those that are arguing, like Sam Mobile, is like, well, only 1% or use the Bluetooth. You know what they're doing? You know what this is leading to? A lot of us like the idea of the Ultimate Note being a foldable device to be able to slide into the silo on a built-in device like a foldable instead of buying a very bulky case to add S Pen, which is not Bluetooth supported, by the way, on the Fold line, the Z Fold lineup. So, is this a step in basically making the S Pen an option on all these devices? Wouldn't it behoove Samsung to say, you know what? Not only is it 1% of S Pen users or 1% of Ultra and Note device users, only 1% of them use the air gestures. We found out that of all of those devices, not many people actually use the S Pen, but are happy it's there for when they need it. So why not just make it optional? Why not make bank on it and separate it like you do for the Z Fold lineup? Because that's really what it's laying the groundwork down for. They buy the case with the S Pen or just use the S Pen Pro. You know, it's sign into your Samsung account and you can use it across a wide range of devices. Isn't that where this is going? That's really what it feels like. And I'm sorry, Sam Mobile, don't be carrying water for Samsung on this case. This is just the beginning of what I'm afraid is a bigger thing to come. And in this case, maybe a S Pen that's gone, a stylus that's gone. And it'll just, what will the Ultra be? You know, because really, why stop there? Why stop at reducing the capability of an S Pen? Why not just remove it altogether at this point if it's not going to have Bluetooth? That's really where I feel this is going. They did the same thing, removing killing the removable battery cover. They did the same thing by getting rid of the headphone jack. Now they do this. Not to mention that they kind of move around, like from the silo used to be to the right, they moved it to the left. I'm still not used to that. And well, there it is. But what do I think about the phone overall? Would have been nice, honestly. I would have liked it, but now I, for one, I do use the Galaxy AI features. It helps me with my content creation and for my social media posts. But I'm not rushing out to get it. I have my eye on the Note, the Fold 7, the Z Fold 7, because if they base it off that limited edition Note that they released. Oh my goodness, I keep saying Note, the limited edition Fold that they launched in South Korea. If that was kind of like a teaser of what's to come, I hope it's that with the S Pen support on both the main display and the front display. Otherwise, it just feels like it's just a waste. I guess that's it. That's all I have to say. Alrighty, stay tuned, everyone. Go check out my stuff at theandresegovia.com. Follow me across the socials at theandresegovia on X_Andresegovia. Stay tuned for a bunch more content, including a lot of informative interviews. And I'll see you on the next one.